about God's greatness and his blessings that overflow. God loves you. God is real. God cares for you, and God knows what you're praying and asking for. God places things in your life for a reason, and know that God does things for, the season. And know that anything that you're asking for, it will be given to you. When God closes one door, he opens another. And know that he has not forgotten about you. God loves all. And God is real, and he knows what you're asking for. In the season when you feel like giving up, and in the season when you feel like there is nowhere to turn, you're not alone, and know that you're not lost. And know that what's meant for you will be put in place at the right time for you. Oftentimes we are persuaded by what's going on in the world or what's going on in our circle, and we forget to thank God for where we're at in the now. It may not be where you want to be, but it's a stepping stone for where you're going to be, and you are destined for greatness. And I know that, within our lives, we struggle sometimes with understanding that some things are not meant to be in this moment, and some things are not meant to be how you want them to be. God places things to happen in your life at the right time and the best time, even if you're unaware of when that is. You might want something to happen now, but it may not be your timing. And so we have to just know that we have to stop being selfish. You have to stop being selfish. And you have to understand that everything that you're asking and praying for, in due time, it'll come in due time. Anyone who's hurting or struggling with, the next steps, or struggling with figuring out where you're trying to go, like I always say, write it down. A pen and paper can do you a lot of justice. Writing out things to see exactly where your mind is at. Understanding that God places you in a position to be the best that you can be. Even in the tough seasons where you feel like there's no direction or no one is paying attention, know that God is with you. This is just an encouraging word for the ones tuning in. Hello, everybody. I don't have on my glasses. Maybe I should put on my glasses so I can see. All right, y'all. Mart, hey, how you doing? It is a challenge. I'm with you there. Some things I'm just now grasping, and understanding why those things took place. So give yourself grace, Mart. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it's not something that's going to necessarily happen or turn around for you right away. But I want to give you encouragement to not give up, and know that, hey, you're not the only person that's been in this situation. Or you're not the only person that's going to go through that situation. And I know that that's cliche, but keep on. That's my word to you and everyone who is struggling to, you know, move past. Yes. And you know what? We do question God, but we should not, and all together more, hey, everybody that's joining too. Sometimes, like they say, you want to have those talks with God, but let me tell you, how you familiarize yourself and get comfortable with the Most High, you talk to Him just like you're talking to me. Just like you're talking to me. Great things are destined for you. Great things are destined for you. So hear me out on that part, and I'm listening to you. I hear you. It's not easy. Things take place and things happen, and we don't really understand the pivot point. We don't. You all give me 1 second. I'm back, you all. Self identity is also a thing that, we struggle with in times like this when you're trying to find answers to questions and you're trying to navigate and you're trying to see, the direction in which you should go in. It is difficult to sit there and see things through. So I definitely feel you there. Hello, everybody that's joining. I'm here for encouragement and to just let you all know that you're not alone in whatever you're going through. It shall pass and it will pass at the right season. Don't be afraid to ask God for what you want. Don't be afraid to speak and ask for the things that you desire. Don't be afraid. You have to become familiar and get comfortable with the Most High. Build that connection in that realm of love because God and the Most High, He knows exactly what you're needing right now. He knows. Something to find a partner. I was in a long life. I feel like I thought outcast. Mark, a lot of us probably feel that way. A lot of people probably feel that way because of things like you say, a disability, respectfully, and genetics. But great things come out of those situations. I'm telling you, great things. And the personal things that are meant for you, they'll be for you. It's hard to not think of that aspect of life. Having that confidence and reassurance that things will turn out in your favor. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Hey, everybody that's joining in, just giving an encouraging word to anyone who needs insight or uplifting, words of encouragement. If you're needing it, hey, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. God will position things and people in your life. And, like I always speak on, when you're elevating, some people will walk away. And it's okay because everything is not meant for everybody to enjoy or be in with you. Some things are meant for just you and your heart and your wants in life. So you have to be reminded that everybody can't go with you. I know we've heard that plenty and plenty of times before, but everybody can't go with you. The season of growth is one where God is placing you in a position that He wants you to be in. It's a season where He's breaking things down to you for you to understand. And that's why they always say you can't speak on things too fast because can't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Some things are just meant for you and your spirit and your soul. Some things are destined for you to go through and to experience. We can't think about everyone else all the time. That word selfish that we don't like to use, sometimes you got to be a little selfish because the only person that's going to understand what's meant for you is between you and the Most High. So keep that in mind that friends, family, co-workers, your best buddies, some of those people may be dwindling off. You might not speak to them as much or you might not have as much interaction with those people. But don't let that make you afraid or be the person that's, struggling with that identity. God will call you for what your greatest gift is to be. And so you have to be proactive in finding out what that is as well. Faith without works is dead. You have to put in that work to identify yourself and to see exactly what navigation of life you want to go on with His guidance, of course. Arrogancy is not something that you need in this season. Arrogancy is not something that's going to resolve your now or your future. You have to show humbleness and understand that it's okay to go through these things alone. It's okay to do things alone. It's okay to walk your walk by yourself because not everyone is going to support you either. The real truth, not everyone is going to support you. Identify yourself, identify your struggles, identify your shortcomings, be humble enough and acknowledge where you're falling short, because sometimes it could be us. We don't like to admit it, but sometimes it could be us. We can sabotage ourselves and we could be our worst setback, our own self, our mental thought process, if we're doubting or we're judging ourselves so hard to the point where there is no get out. You're in a boxed in square, you're just boxed in because you don't see yourself going to those higher realms of life. You don't see yourself, being that brilliant and bright, but God knows. Faith. You have to have faith. That's what it's really about. Understanding that faith and building that relationship and connection with the Most High. And understanding that you are God's greatest gift. I think if we kind of get that down, thank you, change. I see you. Thank you. Um, when you get down to the nitty gritty of just knowing where you fall short, and you show humbleness and you ask God to protect you and mold you and develop you into the new person that you're supposed to be, people do change and things do change. So, don't count anyone out, don't count yourself out. We count ourselves out all the time. Most oftentimes we do, because we don't think that we're valuable in God's grace. God shows mercy. God shows mercy. And it's a pill to swallow sometimes. I think a lot of times we are afraid of change. We're afraid of admitting to our faults. And sometimes we don't understand why those things are happening. And a lot of times it's like people, let's be honest, are not willing to see where the fault line is to better develop. So it's a catch-22, but just know that God, he knows his plan for you. And what's meant for you will be for you. Pray and ask God for the things that you're needing. Let him build you and show you what's meant for you. Everybody can't go with you, but know that there's a plan for you. If you're struggling with self-identity, as I was just speaking on a little earlier, or, your direction, get into your word, get some understanding, and be proactive in bettering yourself, It's not easy. And I just want to let you all know that you're not alone. You're not alone. God knows. But you have to ask and you shall receive. You have to ask. I'm moving the tripod. Ask and you shall receive. What's stopping you? What's stopping you for asking and putting in work for what you would want or what you would like to see? And it's getting kind of hard, everything within the world and everything that's transpiring. I know a lot of us can't see the end of the tunnel, but just know that there is a light somewhere, even if it's a dim light. That mustard seed of faith, that mustard seed of faith, that small ounce of faith might be just what you need. It might be just what you need. We have to stop holding ourselves back. We have to get out of our own way. We have to stop making excuses. We have to put in work. I always speak on that. You have to put in work. Start doing things, self-love, self-care, self-dedication. You have to start doing things for yourself to bring out the best side of you. God's gift and God's grace sustains. It sustains. And whatever you're going through, just know that things will pan out to be the best for you. Just know that things are going to pan out to be the best for you. Stay prayed up. Today, you all, my day have been going pretty well. I have no complaints. It's pretty cold where I'm at, but I'll take that. I'll take that. Hey, everybody that's joining in, welcome. Word of encouragement for all that are joining. Any positive affirmations that you're needing. Um, you're not alone. And know that God loves you. Hey, everybody that's joining in. Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Comment down below. Insights of your day or how your day been going or just anything. Checking in. Just for a quick second here. I'm going to cut this live a little short. I know it's late where I'm at. I'll get back with you all maybe tomorrow. And hey, I'm going to have a positive gym for you all coming soon. So I'll be uploading more consistently, even more than I have been doing. Just trying to get the positive word out there and let you all know that you're not alone and God places you in your season where you need to be at the right time. But also, you have to put in work and identify where you fall short of what you're needing guidance with. And you have to be open and honest with yourself. You have to pray for discernment and be humble enough to admit to what you're needing to change in your life. You all be blessed. See you next time.